All right, Virgo. This will be your December 2023 love reading. At the start of Virgo readings, I always like to remind you guys I am a Virgo, so let's hope that we have a good month. If you know anything about tarot, you already see some interesting things. An overall vibe I get is a little chaotic, honestly, for us in December here. It doesn't look like the worst thing in the world. It could definitely be a lot worse. But it does look like a little bit of back and forth moments here and very like contradicting almost. I don't know. I don't really love it, but it could be worse, like I said. Anyways, if you have not seen my previous recent readings, I have been pre-shuffling them. There are clarification cards underneath all of these that I have not looked at yet, so we will get to those. We do have the tarot cards here. We have some oracle cards up here and some oracle cards over here, so we will get into all these now. Let's go ahead and see what is going on, Virgo. So we start out here with the moon card. So something that is not being discussed fully, maybe some kind of secret that someone might be keeping, some kind of hidden emotions possibly. It could also be about like an intuitive feeling. Let's go ahead and see what's clarifying this. Some kind of breakthrough possibly, or new ideas. Also just maybe a new way of looking at things. Was like looking at something in a different light and kind of realizing like, oh, that's what I've been missing in this. Because there was, and possibly at the beginning of the month still, some kind of like cloudiness and not like cloudedness, mystery. We also have the Eight of Pentacles here. This is, I feel like a lot of you, I feel like this is something that's affecting the relationship. I mean, some of you could be studying and looking into something that involves the relationship directly, but I do feel like a lot of you are just like really busy with like work right now and like really putting your all into that, and that may be affecting the relationship or a potential for a relationship depending on whether you're in one or not. That may be affecting things. Just really busy, and maybe it almost feels like some of you may be struggling with time management or like juggling multiple priorities here. Clarifying this, we have the Six of Pentacles, which the Six of Pentacles I feel like is a lot about, first of all, the act of like giving and receiving, but I feel like this also can be about like maybe an uneven balance of like who's giving to this relationship more, and who's like, I feel like also there could be something that needs to be like okay, we need to reach a compromise on this, like this is how I feel, this is how you feel, can we come up with a compromise, or like what needs to happen here. That may be something some of you may need to discuss, but either way, whether you're in a relationship or not, I feel like it's just kind of like the juggling of who puts the time, energy, and effort into it, and thinking about that, and deciding your own personal actions on that then based on that. The next card here we have for you, Virgo, is the Five of Wands. Could be some arguing, some conflicts. Some of you, it could be an internal argument or conflict, like an internal struggle, like what should I do here? But some of you, especially with the busyness here we've seen with the Eight of Pentacles, I mean, there could be some arguments and conflicts here. Also, maybe some regret as well, possibly, for some of you. Clarifying it, we have the Queen of Swords. Now, this is something that actually, like, this isn't a Virgo card, but this reminds me of Virgo a lot. Because something I think of when I see this card is someone who can come off as cold, or interfering sometimes. Because this is a person that straight up tells it what it is. They tells it as it is. They say what's on their mind. They say what they're thinking, in the sense of like, if they have a problem with something, they're gonna say it. Like, this is a very like blunt person, and sometimes I feel like Virgos can come off that way. No tea, no shade. I love us, but we can come off that way to people sometimes. Not all Virgos, of course. It depends on your other placements and stuff. But anyways, it does seem to me like, I mean, I could see how that would cause some arguments. I guess just be mindful of that if you don't want to cause arguments, but also at the end of the day, I mean, honesty is always the best policy, I feel like, though, so. Anywho, the next things we have here is from The Hidden Truth, Volume 2, from All Things Intuitive. This could be from the hidden truth within yourself that you need to face. It could also be the hidden truth from the person that's on your mind or the person you have interest in, and it could be the hidden truth that they haven't told you. So, we have, I am recovering. It does seem like they're not fully over something, or maybe you're not, but for a lot of you, they're not. It does seem like it's kind of a thing, too, where if they're not fully over something, it could kind of be a little annoying. And we also have, I don't know what comes next. It's like, I don't really know what to do here. And a lot of you, it could be you with the internal conflict here. But, I mean, also, it does seem like they're not really sure either. And with the moon here, it does seem like there's a lot not being discussed. So I could see how both sides could be feeling that way, honestly. Anyways, the next cards here we have is from the Romance Angel Oracles cards. These cards, when I pulled them, I asked what the near future holds for Virgo in love, specifically for December 2023. So, we have two cards here that are quite different. I think that there's two possibilities here. I think it can kind of go two ways depending on which Virgo is watching. One possibility is that, first of all, let's read what they both are and then we'll go over the possibilities. We have wedding. This situation involves marriage, which it doesn't have to actually be marriage. It could just be a deepening of a relationship. And then also pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So it could be that for a lot of you, the person on your mind, the person of interest, you might be with them, you might not be, but it does seem like maybe a lot of you, they could be moving on with someone else, or they could be interested in someone else, or start a relationship with someone else, or kind of get deeper feelings for someone else. And there could be some red flags that you need to pay attention to leading up to that. However, a lot of you also, possibly you are maybe just deepening your connection with someone and getting closer with someone, but there may be still some red flags that you need to pay attention to here, and that you're not putting on rose-colored glasses and kind of seeing things in a better light than what it is. Like, you need to think, like, okay, is there something that needs discussed here or, like, brought up? Like, we need to tackle things head on before they turn into a wildly blown out of proportion and wildly blown up problem that could have been discussed head on, and it would have been much easier to deal with them. So, that is what I have for you today, Virgo. I hope that helped. I feel like these readings have been a little bit shorter today for some reason. I'm not sure why, because I pulled the same amount of cards, but anywho, I hope that helped you, Virgo. Like I said, this was a general Virgo reading, so this may not have resonated with every Virgo. If it did not, I do personal readings up on my coffee shop. The link for that and all my other social media is in the link tree in the description box down below. And I appreciate any support anywhere, because I definitely need it right now with things going on in life. Anyways, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, and I will see you later this month with a career reading for your December. See you later, Virgo. Have a good month. Bye.